Fipronil is an insecticide. It was developed by a French chemical and pharmaceutical company in the mid-80s. Since 2003, BASF holds the patent rights. BASF is German and at present the largest chemical multinational in the world. What does it do? It basically disrupts the central nervous system, causing hyperexcitation of nerves and muscles. It's especially harmful to insects because of the specific receptors it targets and the channels of the nervous system that it blocks. It's a rather slow-acting poison. This feature is exploited when used as poisonous bait for cockroaches and ants, allowing the victim just enough time to make it back to the colony or the nest, infecting everyone else. There are lots of products containing fipronil, brands like Thermidor, Frontline Topspot, Regent, Pet Armor, Radiate, Goliath may sound familiar to you, depending on where you live. It is used to treat cats and dogs against fleas, to get rid of cockroaches, etc., and is also used for lawn care and to protect crops, particularly by treating seeds of sunflowers and corn. Because of extensive use, there's quite a lot of data on its effect on different animal species and ecosystems. One of the things we know, for instance, is that one insect which seems to be particularly vulnerable to the effects of this toxin is the honeybee. Bees go around a lot, collecting nectar and in the meantime pollinating all kinds of plants, flowers and crops. When they are exposed to the pesticide, they will either die or maybe when they're close make it back to the hive and take part of the colony down with them. Research has shown that on top of that, with even very light exposure to the chemical, they lose their sense of orientation and are incapable of navigating their way back to the hive. In other words, they get lost and die. This is nothing short of dramatic for bees, since the chemical is sold and used all around the globe. So every time forager bees fly out to collect nectar and there are crops around that have been treated with this stuff, part of them don't return. This phenomenon is called colony collapse disorder, and because of the link with chemicals like fipronil, certain countries took measures to protect bee populations. As of late 2013, seeds treated with fipronil can no longer be sold or used in the entire European Union, with only a few exceptions. The World Health Organization classifies fipronil as a Class 2 moderately hazardous pesticide. When humans ingest the toxin, they will experience nausea, headache, dizziness, etc. And in large doses it can damage the kidneys, liver and thyroid. It's not really absorbed through the skin or inhaled, so you almost have to eat it to get poisoned by it. This is why it is absolutely forbidden to use it on animals in the food chain. Poultry farmers continuously struggle to find effective measures to protect chickens from fleas, lice, ticks, and so on. They bite the chickens and suck their blood, weakening them and making them very itchy, causing them to scratch themselves. Two companies in the eye of the current scandal offered what seemed to be a magical solution. A Belgian company produced a product that was said to be 100% regulated, safe and innocent, based primarily on menthol and eucalyptus. Sounds like something that might be used in a wellness center. However, what they neglected to tell the authorities is that they mixed fipronil through their magic potion. A Dutch company called Chickfriend, that is their actual name, worked with them and, as the investigation shows, fully knowing what was really inside, used the product to treat hundreds of poultry farms, mainly in the Netherlands and Belgium. And of course, their potion worked very well, so they were very successful. That is, until the secret got out. Now Dutch and Belgian food chain authorities are sealing off contaminated farms and try to track affected batches of eggs that have made it into supermarkets and the overall food industry. Some of those eggs were exported to other countries. In parallel, a criminal investigation has been started against the two companies. It is currently estimated that at least 1 million treated chickens are being killed off and even more contaminated eggs are being destroyed. These numbers are very likely to go up in the days to come. So with lots of people still remembering the big 1999 scandal when PCBs and dioxins were found in the Belgian food chain, leading to massive destruction of food and animals, here's another food safety scandal involving poultry in the exact same part of the world. Maybe this is another good occasion to ask ourselves whether we should still be eating eggs in the first place. Because sure, it made sense to eat the occasional egg back in the days when we had to go out searching for food and basically had to eat whatever we could find just to stay alive. But today that's no longer the case. We have plenty of healthier options and we now know that, along with the nutrients, eggs contain a considerable amount of cholesterol, as well as saturated fat. They contribute to atherosclerosis in particular and heart disease in general. And to produce them, we force thousands of animals together in a dark, unhealthy environment to live a short life of misery and pain, and we constantly have to search new ways to treat them, because otherwise they get sick and die. And if you happen to be born a male, then you get killed right away. Maybe it's worth to think about that for a moment.